Hi everyone, Bobbi here with Bobbi's Lawn and Garden channel, and welcome back to another video. So today's video, I'm going to show you how to fix your line if you accidentally made an uneven line or it's kind of wobbly, and I'm going to show you how, in my way, how I would fix it. So I'm here at my client's property. I'm going to do the demonstration here. It's a very nice property. I think most of my subscribers know this as the hostel property. I'll give you a nice little look of it. It's a cute backyard. We're here in Ontario, Canada. It's a nice backyard. And they are one of my loyal customers, so I really enjoy coming here every week doing a mowing job. So first off, so I haven't cut this grass yet, so we're going to start off with my mowing approach, which is I usually do 2 laps around the border of the lawn, just so I have enough space when I'm doing my lines and turns. I have enough room to make that turn. So we're going to start off making two laps around this property, and let's get started. All right, so we finished the 2 laps around the property on the border, so we have enough room to make the turns when we're making those lines. So I come here every week and I mow in different directions every time I visit them. So one week I'll do in a certain direction, and the following week I'll change up my direction and do a different direction and line for them. So last week, I don't know if you can see it, but I was going in this direction. So for today, we are going to do this direction from side to side on this way. So we're not going to do a diagonal mow, but we're going to do back and forth from this side. So first off, we're going to start off with our lines and going back and forth. And then when I do mess up on my line, I'll show you guys how I will able to fix it and make it go back to straight lines. Like 80% of my clients, they don't really care if I have straight lines. They just mostly want it to be mowed, but it is a nice appeal to it when it has a nice look and straight lines. But I always strive to do straight lines, but most of my clients, they don't particularly really care if I happen to mess up. But in this video, I thought I'll show you if I do happen to make an uneven line and how I would fix it with my mower. So let's first start off with lines, and I'll show you guys how I'll fix it. All right, so we're pretty much halfway done with this property, and I'll show you the lines so far in the grass. So not looking too bad, pretty much straight, following each other's line. And then I did a demonstration on this last line that I made, and it's looking kind of wobbly and out of place from the pattern. Essentially, there's 2 ways that you could fix this. Is pretty much you can just redo the line that you just made. So as you can see, I came through it on this direction heading towards the hostas. So if I wanted to, I can take my lawnmower back and do the line right beside it and come back this way, even it out, and then when I make my turn around and use my lawnmower and repeat that line and try to make it as straight as possible. So that's one way that you could fix your line to make it back to a straight pattern. The second approach that you could do to make it back into straight lines is that the next pass that you're going to do is to overlap the the path that was uneven and just overlapping it a little bit, but trying to make it as straight as possible. So I believe I made a video last year about how my mowing methods, what I do when I do lawn care. How I make straight lines is usually I look at a certain object and I just stare at it. Position my lawnmower into that object, let's say to one of those hostas, and I'm just following my lawnmower so it's going into a straight line towards the direction. So that's another way how you can fix this uneven line. So first I'm going to show you, the first option was redoing the previous paths, and then I'm going to do another demonstration of how I'll do the second approach too. So as you guys see, I went over my paths that I accidentally messed up on. I just redid the lines, and look at it, it's right and back to straight patterns. And then I'm going to do another demonstration of how you could do the next path, just overlapping it and trying to get it back into that pattern. So I'm going to show you the second approach to fix your lines. Okay, so as you guys see, this line is a little bit wobbly, not as straight as the others. The tires are coming in, coming out, so it's not as straight. So I'm going to show you guys I came back on this way, and then I'm going to come back onto my path, kind of overlapping it to cut off some of the wobbly lines, and so the next pass would be nice and straight. Whereas my first time, the approach that I did was I just redid my lines to make it back to being straight. And this approach, I'm just going to cut off a little bit, and I'll show you guys the difference between those two different approaches. All right, so the next line that I did, I just cut into it a little bit and to make it straight. But as you guys see, you can still see the other line that is still kind of wobbly. So I'm going to go back in the previous path and come back in this direction and just go over top of it and try to fix that up again too. So I would say this approach fixes the next line but doesn't help the previous line before it. So it is nice to go back over top of your line to fix up the mistake. So now going over that line, it helped it to keep both of those tire lines nice and straight. So those are two ways that you could fix up your lines if you accidentally made a mistake. The first approach is once you immediately knew that you messed up, you just follow your path. The first one going back and then going back on the other way. This one is kind of pretty much similar too. It's just that the next path that you were going to do, you just fixed up in one side of the tire marks. And then if you notice on that other side of the tire marks, if it's also wobbly, fixing it up as well. Hopefully this is making sense. Like I said before, most of my clients are okay if it's not 100% perfect, but I always strive to make it as best as I can do it. Let's finish off this property and I'll show you guys the final look on the lawn. I actually do want to show you guys another example. So as you see on this lawn, there's a nice flagpole in the middle of the lawn. So going around it can be kind of tricky to continue making those straight lines. So as you guys see, I had to, once I was making my line and I approached the post, I had to go around it. So you can see my tire marks going around the post here. So how I'm going to fix that is that when I'm coming back to do my next line, I'm not going to keep following and do the pattern of following that tire marks, because then the rest of the lines are just going to be wobbly like this. So I'm just going to use my lawnmower and cut in and try to follow this tire mark right here and then continue it back and forth. So I'll show you guys a demonstration of that. So I just came back with that line, and if you can see, I just cut in from the post of the first line that I made and just followed it nice and straight. So I continually along with those straight lines. Let's say if I wasn't to cut into that line, the line around the post will continue to be kind of wobbly. So it's important to cut in to follow in with those straight lines. So it's nice and straight, and we're just gonna finish the last part of the lawn. And that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this gives you a little idea of how you could fix your line if you happen to mess up, or if you're going towards an object in the middle of the lawn and you have to go around it and you need to fix your line to continue to be straight. So thank you so much for watching, and like always, lawn care, it's okay if you make mistakes. We all learn. That's how you learn and grow. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. So it's all in the journey, and just make sure you're just having fun and you're enjoying what you're doing. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment to the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.